last week I went from, yay, more time at home, to this week being like, oh no, more time at home. And I'm starting to get a little bit of those lonely vibes. And I'm quarantining with my family, so I can't even imagine what it's like for those of you that are doing this solo. Loneliness is a feeling that can quickly lead to really intense sadness and ultimately depression, and we want to stop that as quickly as possible. So I've put together a few ways that I think might be able to help with your loneliness during this time of quarantine, and ways that we can kind of train our thoughts and change our behaviors to make this time work for us better. So here's how I've been managing my loneliness during the coronavirus. As hard as it is to acknowledge it, I think that it's so important that we do, because if we don't, it will really quickly lead us down a dark road that we don't want to be on. One thing I found to work really well when I need to deal with what I'm feeling is a technique called self-validation. When we sit with what we're feeling, it's really easy to go into that mode of self-judgment. So instead, I try to tell my things like, it's okay to not feel okay right now. What I'm feeling is completely valid. There is no right way to feel during this time, and that's okay. When I release that self-judgment by feeding my emotions in a positive way, then I can release what's no longer serving me. It's also a really great way to not look outward for reassurance and acceptance, but to rather reach inward, to focus on who you are and what feeds you, what serves you, and then you can move forward into this life and achieve what's best for you in the best way. When I start to notice myself going downward, I'll quickly just pick up my phone and FaceTime a friend. A lot of times they're just a great shoulder to cry on, or they'll tell me some crazy story and make me laugh hysterically, and I'll even hear from their point of view, and suddenly what is in my world and what I'm feeling isn't quite as intense, because I know that they're going through something as well. It helps me to get perspective and to kind of get out of my own head and really get into someone else's life and show empathy for that, and then say, okay, if she can do this, I can do this. If he can do this, I can do this. Let's move forward. I saw a meme the other day that was like, I'll either come out of this thing 50 pounds lighter or 100 pounds heavier, and I feel like this is me right now. So I've been trying to do daily walks with my mom or some yoga, and another thing that I really found helpful during this time is live stream workouts. So pretty much every workout app or online service offers this, and it's a great way for us all to work out at the same time doing something we love. And the workout that I've been doing lately is called The Class by Taryn Toomey. It's the 60-minute yoga inspired class. They talk to you like you're in a yoga class, but you're doing cardio and dance movements, and oh my god, it's so freeing. There's breath work, there's yelling and crying, and whatever you feel like you need to do to get that out of your system, and it's just been amazing. But it doesn't really matter which workout you're doing. I think that it's the live streaming that's important, because I get this energy that I feel when I'm doing a workout that I know hundreds of other people all around the world are doing at the exact same time. When we're moving our bodies together, even though we're not physically together, we're emotionally and mentally together. I feel that sense of community, and my loneliness feels a little bit less intense. So I urge you to give this a try if you are feeling lonely, and it's a great way to be active and to move your body, but to also feel that sense of community. People are lurking online these days, whether that is scrolling through Instagram or Facebook or any online platform. We are all connecting ourselves online and sharing our own experiences. And so when I start to get lonely, one of the things that I do is go on Facebook and look at all the groups that I'm in. And so I thought that one of the things that could be super positive for you is maybe start a Facebook group. It could be something as broad as women struggling with loneliness during coronavirus, or it could be something super specific like knitters under 30, or drawing pictures of our dogs, something so crazy, but that brings you joy and makes you a bit happier. And if you start that and you kind of cultivate your own community, suddenly you realize that you're connecting with all these different kinds of people that have the same passion and the same love that you do for something. And I think that is so beautiful and amazing during this time. And who knows, you might even find your new best friend online, and you guys can meet up after all this coronavirus craziness is over. Another way that we connect and create community is by sharing our feelings. So whether that is with your therapist that you love, or a close friend or family member, or online by writing a blog post, I think that sharing in a positive way, but also being authentic and real to our emotions is super, super valuable during this time. The thing is that when you put something outwardly, you're releasing it from your inward dialogue. And I think that that is so crucial during this time. When you release all of these feelings, suddenly you're bringing your full self to the table and you're letting go of that perfectionism of handling all of those like balancing acts, and instead saying, this is who I am, like it or leave it, but this is me. And I think that that is just an incredible way to be our authentic selves. The other beautiful thing about sharing ourselves authentically is that when we do that, we allow others to be authentic to themselves as well. And oh my God, that just like gives me goosebumps thinking about it. Because what could be more special than empowering someone else to feel like they can be true to who they are? So while these are conflicting emotions, the really beautiful thing is that most of us are experiencing them ourselves. And so by you sharing, you're giving that space for others to share as well. And when you can't get out of that loneliness muck and you just don't want to be in your head anymore, positive distraction is a really great tool to kind of combat this a little bit. I want to be really clear that I don't mean anything that is self-harming or creates negative feelings for your life. This is all about positive distraction. What I mean is watching a funny TV show, rereading your favorite book, learning a new craft or skill, cooking a really intricate recipe. And it's something that kind of takes all of your attention and focus for a while, and you put it on that. And then I notice that when I do this, when I come back to my own feelings and I kind of like get out of that world and back into my own, I feel so much more clearer. I have such a better perspective and I can really make better choices. When it comes to loneliness, it can be really helpful to remember that you are not going to be feeling these feelings for the rest of your life. You are not stuck here forever. It's just a period of time, and it's our perspective that makes a big difference. I hope that these tips and ideas can help you during this wild, crazy time we're all living in right now. And I'd love if you comment down below and let me know how you're really, truly feeling right now. Maybe we can create our own little sense of community in this space, so I'd love to get a discussion going in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos like these every week. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you real soon. Bye!